friends, I'm Miss Stephanie.
And I'm Miss Lou.
And we're from the Steele Memorial Library, a branch of the Wayne County Public Library. And we're here today to share some songs and some stories with you. And we've been having lots of fun this summer, haven't we? Yeah. So we're going to talk about some more really fun tales today. But we're going to first start with our Storytime song. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Storytime is starting, clap your hands. Storytime is starting, clap your hands. Storytime's begun, I hope that you have fun. Storytime is starting, clap your hands. So what do you think we're going to talk about today, Miss Lil?
I don't know. We've had some interesting animals. Let's see what's in our box. Kind of sounds like squirrel again.
Maybe. Maybe it's that squirrel's back.
And he is there, but he has friends.
Oh.
He has a fox. And a cute little raccoon.
Yeah. Oh, a little owl.
And a mouse, not my favorite, but and a cute little bird. So squirrel and friends,
So a lot of
animals. So what do you think we're going to talk about with a lot of animals?
Well, they all seem to live in a forest.
Yes, they do.
So they would be things that we would have right around here in North Carolina. Things that we might see outside. So actually today, I think we're going to talk about animal homes.
Oh,
so where do they live?
They gotta have somewhere to live.
They don't live in a house like we do.
No.
So we're going to talk about that. And the first book that I have is called Welcome Home Bear, a book of animal habitats. And it's by Il Sung Na. And it's published by Alfred A. Knopf. Welcome Home Bear. Welcome Home Bear, a book of animal habitats by Il Sung Na, published by Alfred A. Knopf. Every morning, Bear woke up in the same green forest under the same blue sky. One day he thought, I will find a new home. So he climbed up to see Bird, but her nest was so high in the trees. He dug down to visit Mole, but it was stuffy underground, and the dirt got in his nose. He went to see Goat, but standing on her steep cliff made him dizzy. He swam to Octopus, who was surprised to see him, but the ocean was too deep. He found Polar Bear and the Puffins, but the snow was so cold under his paws. So he went to see Camel, but now his paws were hot in the desert sand. He paid a visit to Orangutan, but it rained and rained and rained. He decided to find the hippos, but there was mud everywhere. After visiting all his friends, Bear was tired. He wanted to be somewhere that was not too high, not too stuffy, not too steep, not too deep, not too cold, hot, rainy, or muddy. He knew just where he wanted to be.
He tried lots of different homes, didn't he?
He did.
But you know what he found out?
His own home was the best. Some of
There's
those
no
others,
place like home.
No
right?
place like home. That's right. That's right. All right. Well, we're going to sing a song about some different homes, and we're going to see if you can guess what animals live in what kind of home. I live in a house.
I do too.
You live in a house. Some people live in apartments or maybe trailers or things like that. But animals live in different kinds of homes, don't they? So we are going to sing a song about some of those homes with some of the animals that we brought with us today. All right, it goes like this. Where do the animals live? Animals live, animals live. Where do the animals live in this great big world? Who lives in a tree, in a tree, in a tree? Who lives in a tree in this great big world? Who do you think lives in a tree, Miss
A
Lil?
lot of our animals, I think.
A lot of them
The
do.
squirrel
Yep, they live in.
and birds build their nests
They build
there.
nests.
And the owl likes to live
Live in a
Yes.
hollowed part of the tree, maybe.
And maybe even raccoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I have a raccoon family in my tree in my backyard.
That's so
right
cool.
now. Yeah. All right. Who lives in a den, in a den, in a den? Who lives in a den in this great big world? Who do you think lives in a den?
I know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Fox.
Little foxes,
Yep.
yep, foxes
They
live in dens. Yeah, and sometimes skunks live in dens too.
Yes, they
so
do,
you gotta
yeah.
be careful around
Yes.
some dens.
Yes.
All right. Who lives in a burrow, in a burrow, in a burrow? Who lives in a burrow in this great big world? So a burrow is something that they've dug in the ground.
Yes,
So,
so
what kinds of
underground.
animals might live underground? What do you
Well,
think?
I think Mr. Mouse does. Except when sometimes they sneak in your house.
That's true. Yes. But yes, mice might live in a den, or I'm sorry, a burrow, or a mole.
Yes.
They like to dig in your
My
ground.
husband fights moles in our yard.
Yeah, we
all
have
the time.
moles in our yard too. Chipmunks or ground squirrels.
Yeah.
They're going to live in the ground too. Sometimes snakes live in the ground too.
Ooh.
They hibernate in the ground.
I don't want to run into any of
No,
those.
no. All right, how about who lives in a cave, in a cave, in a cave? Who lives in a cave in this great big world?
I think we only got one animal down here, Mr. Bear.
Yeah, bears live in caves.
Yeah.
Also, bats live
Okay,
in
yeah,
caves.
bats. Although bats are really good. They eat a lot of insects.
They are.
They're good for us.
They are good. Yeah, they do have a special job in the world.
They do.
But yeah, so some animals live in caves.
Mhm.
Who lives in a warren, in a warren, in a warren? Who lives in a warren in this great big world? I think that's our little
Bunny
rabbit.
rabbit.
Yeah. They build a nest in something called a warren.
Mhm.
Yeah. So there's different kinds of houses for different kinds of animals.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
well, that was a lot of fun to see
Yeah.
some of their different houses. And we did talk about that some live in a tree. And this book that we're going to read next is called The Busy Tree, written by Jennifer Ward and illustrated by Lisa Falkenstern. And the publisher is Marshall Candish Children's. The Busy Tree by Jennifer Ward, published by Marshall Cavendish Children. I am a tree, a busy tree. Come and see. These are my roots, winding and long. They anchor and feed me and help me grow strong. Look at my acorns, shiny and round, nibbled by chipmunks who scratch at the ground. Here is my trunk, where busy ants scurry, searching for food as they march in a hurry. This is the spider that lives in my bark, spinning a web from dawn until dark. A woodpecker searches, eager to munch, tapping for bugs it will eat for its lunch. Visit my hollow that is home to an owl. He sleeps all day long, then at night starts to prowl. These are my branches, leafy and high, a sidewalk for squirrels that soar through the sky. One of my branches cradles a nest, a cozy warm home where new hatchlings rest. Look at this small twig that holds a cocoon, protecting a moth that will emerge soon. Hear my green leaves as they shake in the wind, breathing out air for all to breathe in. These are my boughs that creak, bend, and sway, shading the children below as they play. A boy finds an acorn I shake from my top, among autumn leaves that swirl as they drop. A girl plants a seed It grows toward the sky, taller and stronger as seasons pass by, becoming a tree, a busy tree. Come and see.
Wow, there were a lot of animals in that tree,
There
weren't
were.
there?
So trees are important. They're important for a lot of reasons. They give
Yeah.
us animals home, and they give us oxygen. So
They do.
they're good to have.
Yeah, and they have food for animals
Yeah.
there too, with different kinds of
Yes.
berries and seeds and acorns and nuts and
Yep.
all those things.
So,
Very good. All right.
a lot of animal homes.
Mhm. Well, thanks for joining us today. I hope you've enjoyed our summer reading program this summer, and we hope to see you again soon.
Yep.
Bye-bye.